Sat Sri Akal. My name is Amneet Kaur, and I was part of the 2020 SikhLEAD internship program, where I learned how to do advocacy work for my local and broader Sikh community. When my sister Amneet became passionate about the issue regarding farmers in India, I encouraged her to educate herself and spread awareness on this extremely important issue.
As many of you may know, the farmers are protesting 3 controversial agriculture bills that were passed into law by the Indian government in September. Farmers oppose these laws as they will allow private corporations to control agriculture procurement and distribution while removing important public safeguards that exist in the current system. This situation matters to me because my own relatives are kisaans. My maternal grandfather, or Nana Ji, is a kisaan living in Kapurthala, Punjab. Listening to his perspective on farming and how these laws have made it difficult for him to have a stable livelihood gives me motivation to better understand the agriculture system and what these laws mean. The situation of the farmers in Punjab can be dated back to the system that was started in the British Raj. Though it may appear that the British brought positive advancements to Punjabi agriculture, such as creating canals and improving the irrigation system, they actually put into effect caste-based private property, monetized taxation, and embedded Punjab into the global market. This system can be negative for areas such as Punjab due to the fact that it comes with price fluctuations on goods that are sold. When India gained independence after 1947, it was a transfer of power and not a revolutionary change. The government was controlled by the Indian Congress Party at the time, which consisted of rich Indian businessmen, which meant there was little to no representation of Kisans in the central government. From there comes a Green Revolution in the 1960s and 1970s. Loans to support farmers to keep up with the changes in technology in order to buy machinery such as tractors started. Unfortunately, these loans had many detrimental effects as they came with high interest rates that farmers were unable to pay off and were signed under minimal conversation, practically making these loans tricky to begin with. 3 new bills were introduced by the BJP government that claimed to be in benefit for the farmers. These bills added private market alongside the public market that currently takes place in India right now. Punjab farmers know that the system will fail the public system and that private companies will benefit from their work. The next bill is in regard to a system that introduces contract farming. Farmers will probably have minimal conversation with companies when signing these contracts and will get little to no pay in the end. The third bill is an amendment to the Essential Commodities Act of 1955, where it deregulates commodities such as cereals, edible oils, onion, and potatoes. And the government can only regulate it again if they need to, under extraordinary circumstances such as war and famine. This act will allow private companies to invest in the value of commodities that are deregulated by the government, allowing for these staple crops to become commercialized. Farmers are making the trek to protest because they believe that these laws are a direct threat to their livelihoods. It puts into place a system where companies and corporations are in the big picture, and farmers' needs are not being considered. Only with the enormous pressure of the current protests has forced the government to announce that it would discuss the situation with farmer representatives. Furthermore, the Indian government has been placing barricades on highways to prevent farmers from getting to New Delhi. The actions of the Indian government clashes with the government's constitution as they're not even allowing the Punjabi farmers to protest peacefully. I hope by bringing awareness to these issues, I can do my part in order to support the Kisans and help raise their voices about the injustices that they are facing. If you too are passionate about this issue and want to help support the Kisans, I recommend you too educate yourself on this topic. Here are some resources to refer to.